Hey everybody, Trey Small here. I just got back from seeing the movie Uncharted, and I wanted to give you guys my thoughts on the film. But before I begin, make sure you guys click that like button if you enjoy this video, comment down below what you guys thought of the movie, and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that way YouTube will let you know every single time my videos go live. So full disclaimer, I have not played any of the Uncharted games. I know very little of the actual story that is in them, and I don't know any of the characters or anything like that. So I came into this movie from a purely, moviegoer stance, where I was hoping for a good movie, and I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes, if characters are lining up to their video game counterparts or not. So I wanted to give my review from a purely, film analysis point. So I had a lot of fun with this movie. I enjoyed watching it. I think it had a lot of fun parts to it, and I think that the actors did a really, really good job at conveying the characters that they were supposed to be in the movie. Whether or not they were supposed to be the characters like from the games, I don't know. I know a lot of people are saying that Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg don't resemble or act like their video game counterparts like at all. But me not knowing any of that or how they act in the games, coming into this movie liking Tom Holland and liking Mark Wahlberg and seeing them playing these characters that they have formed for this specific movie, I think it worked really, really well. Their on-screen dynamic between the two of them, I think, worked really well, and I think they were hilarious together. And I think strictly from a moviegoer experience here, I think that it worked really, really well. The villains in this movie, I think, were really, really good. They were believable as, villains. It was mostly just some people want to get this treasure and then some people want to get the treasure too. So it was a race to find the treasure that they were all after. But the opposition to Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg, I think they did a really good job at conveying that they are willing to do whatever it takes to get the gold that they want, and they don't care how many bodies they leave behind them because they want it so desperately. And, they came across as good and believable villains. And I think Antonio Banderas did a great job at, portraying that character here. He came across as very, very, motivated to, get his gold. As far as like the cast goes compared to their video game counterparts, I don't know. I don't know how a lot of people reacted to, Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg being these characters, but I think they did a good job fitting into whatever different reality they wanted for this movie in a different feel. And as a movie, I think it works really, really well. Sophia Taylor-Ali, I think she did a really good job playing Chloe. She was kind of that stereotypical, girl thrown into this adventure movie to serve as certain roles and plot points. But I think she did a really good job, and I think I liked her, her behavior with Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg and stuff, and I think she worked really well, and she was convincing where she came into some conflicts and stuff, and I enjoyed her character a lot. The whole movie, it felt like a stereotypical adventure treasure hunt movie. It had all the elements that you would expect from a movie like this. And I think it did it really, really well for the most part. And I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that. Whether or not it's as good or better than the games, it doesn't really matter to me because I don't know the games. I think strictly as, a movie, it works really well. Is it the best movie ever? No, but I think it was really, really good. Could it be one of the best video game adaptations of a movie? Possibly. I think this one really did, it did really well. Whether or not it's an accurate adaptation from the games is another question. But I believe as a video game movie, it worked really, really well. I don't think that physics in this movie work the same way as they do in reality. Because there was a lot of times in the action sequences where I had to kind of suspend my belief of reality, because a lot of these action scenes are completely crazy and they don't make any logical sense, but they are honestly a lot of fun to watch, and there's just so much going on that it's in entertainment, and it's a lot of crazy green screen action pieces. They establish pretty early on in the movie, like in the first scene, that it's going to be defying reality quite a bit, by just giving you crazy unrealistic action stuff. And I think it takes itself seriously as far as characters go and character growth and emotional beats, but as action goes, it doesn't take itself too seriously, and I think it did it well enough that it didn't cross too many lines where I would have been rolling my eyes at every other action scene. All in all, I really, really enjoyed Uncharted. I thought it was a fun experience, and I think that it is for anyone who is looking for a fun adventure movie with likable characters, good bickering between the characters back and forth, crazy outlandish action pieces, and then also some really quiet character moments where you get some good heart-to-heart stuff. I think it's great for anyone who's looking for all that stuff. I don't think it tries to do anything more than what the typical adventure movie, treasure hunt movie would do. I think it does all the same things as a lot of them do, but it at least does it really well, and it's not riddled with plot holes and confusing story beats, and it plays out well, and it did its job as a fun, entertaining movie. I'd give Uncharted a 7 out of 10 just because it was fun to watch, great characters, outlandish set pieces, and a lot of crazy action. And I really hope that it does well enough that they will make a sequel, because I will definitely go and see another one of these. I'd probably go and see a whole bunch of these as long as they stay at least this consistent, because it was a fun ride. Well, that's all I have for Uncharted. If you guys like this video, you know what to do. Click the like button, subscribe, click that notification bell, so that way YouTube will notify you every single time my videos go live. Share this with a friend. Comment down below what you guys think of my review and of the movie. Yeah, that's about all I have. Thank you for watching, and au revoir.